The school festival's coming up, and the class is putting on a production of the play Cinderella.
Yeah, but I heard they haven't picked who's gonna play the lead.
Mr. Mouse is either gonna pick Sandy or Olivia to play the part, but he hasn't made up his mind yet. They're talking to him right now.
Oh, who do you think will get the part?
Whoever does the best job at the callback auditions,
Callback? What are you talking about? Callback auditions? I never heard of that before.
Both of them were called back to audition again for the part by Mr. Malice.
This play is being handled like a real professional production. I bet we'll have a good play.
There's going to be a performance of the play after the festival at City Hall, and the public's been invited. They've bought every available ticket by now.
Oh, boy, you wouldn't catch me trying out for a play. Besides, I'd never remember the lines.
To tell you the truth, girls, I still can't decide who should play the part. I want you to study the part some more and come back day after tomorrow to try out again. At that time, I will make my final decision. Whoever shows me she understands Cinderella the best will get the part. I think it's the fairest way to decide between the two of you. Now, I'm sure that both of you agree with me, isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mark, since you're going to be playing the handsome prince, how do you feel about not knowing who's going to be your leading lady?
Well, doesn't bother me. Either one would be great.
Gee, you really want to play the part of Cinderella, don't you?
Mm-hmm. And I sure don't want to be beaten out for the part by Olivia.
If you want the part in the play, you better get to work, Sandy, because time's a-wasting, and besides, I bet Olivia isn't sitting around just blabbing.
I don't remember asking for your opinion, so why don't you go away and mind your own business?
You're mad, because you know I spoke the truth, and furthermore, I can't believe Mr. Mouse is picking you for a part in a play.
Oh, yeah? That's so.
Sandy, Pinky said some mean things to you, but some of the things made a lot of sense. You're going to have to work awful hard if you want the part, but you could have said it in a much nicer way, Pinky. Playing this part is very important to her. You always take Sandy's side. If you want to learn what the character of Cinderella was really like, then ask Pinky. She knows all about her.
That's great. The more I know about her, the easier it'll be to play her.
I know the story of Cinderella as well as anybody, but I'm afraid I have absolutely no idea what kind of person she was. She's a very nice person.
Really?
Sure, I've met her and know her well. You can meet her too.
Me meet Cinderella? But how? She isn't real. She's a storybook character out of a fairy tale.
She's more than a storybook princess. In fact, many people are mistaken about her, and I can prove it because I met her, and if you want to meet her, I'll be happy to let you.
Whatever you say, Pinky, but I still find it hard to believe Cinderella is a real person I could talk to.
For your information, Sandy, the person who wrote the story Cinderella based it on the facts of her life, and there isn't one bit of made-up stuff in it. It's all true, I'm sure.
What? Pinky, do you really expect me to believe that?
Yes, of course I do.
Well, it's awfully hard.
Well, I could prove it to you. Would you be willing to meet Cinderella?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, just a minute, please. Oh, Mark, it's for you. Olivia's on the phone.
Olivia's calling me. Thanks, Mom. Hi, Olivia.
How are you doing, Mark? I have a favor to ask of you.
I want to play the part of Cinderella more than anything in the whole world.
And I was just wondering if you had some time to practice with me. I talked it over with my mom, and she approves. Matter of fact, she suggested I invite you over for dinner.
I know it's short notice, but can you come over right away?
All right. I'd be happy to. I'll be there in a minute.
I can hardly wait. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Olivia invited me over.
Hi, Sandy speaking.
Hi, Aunt.
Hi, Mama.
Sandy, dear, I'm sorry, but it doesn't look like I'll be home before midnight, so I want you to lock all the doors and get to sleep before I get there, all right?
Okay.
Gosh, Olivia. Why, I can hardly believe my eyes. This is a feast. Do you always eat like this?
But this isn't anything special. This is an ordinary meal for us. Please help yourself. I hope you like it.
You kidding? I love it. Olivia, this is great.
Oh, boy, I feel a whole lot better now. Me too, Blinky. Oh, hi, Sandy. Huh? What's the matter? You look sad. What's wrong?
Pinky, about Cinderella, did you mean what you said about her?
I told you it was all the truth.
She's a real person?
Of course she is.
Do you think you'd be able to introduce me to her?
If you want to, I'd be happy to introduce you under one condition. You let Blinky go back to Koalawalla Land.
Somehow I knew that'd be the bargain. Well, you can forget it. I won't ever agree to that, and that's final. You understand?
Oh, come on, Pinky. That's not fair. You gotta help her. Hey, Sandy, wait a second. I've got an idea.
What?
Take
Let's take it again from the top.
They're rehearsing.
Of all the lovely maidens in the kingdom, you have captured my heart. May I have the pleasure of this dance? Please say yes, my dear Cinderella.
But, Your Highness, I am your loyal subject.
The dance would mean nothing if I commanded you.
Oh, Your Highness.
They're even practicing the dance.
Huh? This isn't right. Stop, Mark. What are you doing? You can't hold my hand like a catcher's mitt.
Sorry.
Now let's try the dance part again.
Okay.
Boy, that makes me mad. All right, Pinky, introduce me to Cinderella and I'll agree to whatever you want.
But don't you remember what Pinky wanted for letting you meet with Cinderella? You better think about it, Sandy.
Oh, I haven't forgotten that, Blinky, but you saw Mark and Olivia practicing her part in the play. What am I supposed to do? No way I'm going to let her beat me out. I'm sorry, Blinky, but this is important.
I'm behind you 100%. This is a great plan, Sandy.
But first you have to agree to one condition, Pinky.
What is it?
If Blinky is going to go back to Koalawalla Land, you have to promise me one thing, that I'll get to play the part of Cinderella in the play.
Oh, boy, that's a pretty hard bargain. But I don't mind making that agreement. Okay, Sandy, you've got yourself a deal.
All right, you're on.
Hey, don't I have anything to say? Doesn't anybody want to hear how I feel about it? Not really, but I have a feeling you're going to tell us, even though I don't want you to, so go ahead. What if I don't want to go back? What then? Stay if you want. Sandy and I have a deal.
We better get going. I have to be back before midnight. That's when Mom will get home.
That's no problem. Now, Blinky, do you want to come with us or what? Of course. There's no way I'm going to let you go without me. After all, an awful lot depends on what happens while we're gone. Okay, come on. Follow me.
Whose house is this?
I think this is where Cinderella lives.
It was just like the fairy tale. Cinderella was in the kitchen scrubbing the pots and pans.
Oh!
Huh? Hey! Do you hear that music?
Sure do.
The royal ball must have started at the prince's castle. At first, it was hard to believe that I was looking at the real Cinderella, but when I saw her start to dance, I knew that it had to be her.
I'll bet she wishes she was at the ball. What do you think, Sandy?
We have to help her get there so she can meet the prince.
Excuse me, may I help you?
Well,
Hello, my name is Sandy. I'm sorry if we disturbed you.
What cute bears. Are you traveling minstrels? Why, there must be a show nearby.
a show? Traveling minstrels.
You must be very hungry and tired, so please come in and have something to eat. Don't worry, I'm the only one home.
That's very nice of you, Miss, oh, I'm sorry. But I'm afraid I don't know your name.
Just about everybody calls me Scrub, but that's just a nickname.
What's your real
It
name?
really doesn't make any difference. I'm Scrub to everyone in town.
Well, it makes a difference to me.
If you must know, my name is Cinderella, but hardly anyone knows me by that name.
Well, I think it's a lovely name. These are my friends Blinky and Pinky.
Hi.
I told
It's really you,
Cinderella.
This is so exciting. I've really been looking forward to meeting you.
But why would you want to meet me? I'm nobody special.
Oh, you're very special, and you can teach me a lot.
But I'm not a teacher. I'm just a simple girl who scrubs floors. You must be mistaken.
I'm not mistaken. Cinderella, you're one of the most famous women in the whole wide world.
How can I be known by the name of Cinderella when nobody knows that's my name in the first place? This is becoming very confusing.
Cinderella, I'm telling you the truth. You're famous, honest. You just wait, you'll see.
My sisters are at the royal ball.
But don't you want to go too?
You mean your mother took your sisters to the ball where the prince is going to pick his princess and you have to stay home cleaning and scrubbing pots and pans?
It's the same story.
But that's my lot in life, you see. I'm not pretty like my beautiful sisters, and besides, I don't even have a dress to wear to the ball.
You don't deserve to be treated like that. Besides, you have to go to the ball. The prince is waiting to meet you.
How can that be possible? What makes you say that?
Everybody knows that's how the story goes. You're supposed to be at that ball so you can meet the handsome prince and he can fall in love with you.
Even if what you say is true, I'm not able to go to the party because I don't have a proper dress to wear. I told you that before.
But you have to go to the party and dance with the prince, just like in the fairy tale. I insist on it.
Don't get me wrong, I want to go. Nothing would please me more. But look at me, I look terrible.
Time for action. I'm gonna do something about this situation.
What?
Just watch. Ready or not, here I come. Now hurry up and get ready. Now it's time to get to the party.
Are you a magician or a wizard?
Sorta, and I'm here to help you. Now get cleaned out because you have a very handsome prince that's just waiting to fall in love with you tonight.
I'll be right back.
Meet Cinderella. Oh, my.
You look absolutely fabulous. Thank you, Sandy.
I did a good job, didn't I? Oops, but you can't walk to the castle dressed like that now.
Oh?
There's gotta be one here someplace. Oh, there it is. Wait till you see what I've got in store for you. That'll be the carriage. What am I gonna do about horses?
All the horses were used to take everyone to the ball.
Oh!
Oh, don't be frightened, Sandy. They're my friends and pals, little Gus and Jack. Hi there.
Don't they scare you?
Don't be silly. Of course
Yeah.
not. They're my best friends. In fact, they're my only friends in the whole world.
That's it. Put them next to the pumpkin. Don't worry, I won't hurt them, but I will do a little magic on them.
Gus, Jack, now stay right here by the pumpkin.
It's magic powder time.
Oh, my.
They're horses. But they look confused. What do you expect from mice? Blinky, I can't do any better. They'll get her to the party. Now hurry up and get in or you'll be late.
Watch your step.
Oh boy, a royal ball. Yeah, giddy up, horsey, yeah.
Wowee, this is great. I wonder what's gonna happen next. Who knows? Maybe another happy ending. I just love happy endings, don't you?
Cinderella, I have something very important to tell you now. We have to leave before 12 midnight because everything will go back to being the same. The horses will become mice again and the carriage will turn back into being a pumpkin, so you understand how important it is we leave by midnight? Now don't forget! Cinderella! You have to be back by midnight!
Great, nobody takes me anywhere, and I'm a prince of a guy.
Hey, could that be our stepsister? The resemblance is remarkable.
Oh, of course not. It couldn't be. Or could it?
Magistrate, this is a very nice party, but is there not one beautiful woman in all the kingdom?
Yes. In fact, my lord, I believe the young lady that just walked in is quite beautiful indeed. There.
Where? Magistrate, she's probably as selfish as all the... Oh! Fairest maiden, while you do me honor, it is I who is truly honored to look upon your beauty. Princess, I do not know who you are, but may I have the pleasure of dancing with you?
Yes.
Well, everything's okie dokie.
Everything's just like it's supposed to be. Everybody could see that Cinderella and the prince were falling in love, including Cinderella's awful stepsisters.
Gee whiz, it's getting late. It's almost 12 o'clock. We have to tell Cinderella. There's still time. Besides, she's already been warned all about that. On second thought, we should round her up. She's not thinking about the time.
Oh, no.
Wait, don't go! Come back! Oh, no. Cinderella, wait! How will I find you? Way off! Oh.
Nothing else we can do here. Maybe we should try to find Cinderella. Right.
Cinderella, come back! Don't run away!
Oh, no!
Cinderella!
Hurry, give me the dress back. Okay. There you are. And thank you very much for everything. I appreciate what you did. You're welcome, and now we have to hurry home, so bye. Oh, wait. Oh.
I'm home, dear. It's Mother.
Just in time. Remember, if you get the part of Cinderella, Blinky gets to go home. You promise?
Yes, I remember.
Sandy, dear, are you asleep yet?
Good night.
Good night.
Now that you've both studied the part, I want you to tell me what kind of girl Cinderella was. Olivia, why don't we begin with you?
I believe Cinderella was a very beautiful, polite, and especially bright girl. That's why I think she was able to marry a nobleman like the prince. And let's see, they lived happily ever after and had a big family after that. That's the way I would like to play the part, Mr. Malice, and I'm sure I'd give a lovely performance.
Very well. Now, Sandy, I'd like to hear what you have to say.
I don't think she was a beautiful girl at all. I think she was special because of her personality. She was sweet and kind and had faith in other people. And was nice to people even when they treated her badly. That's Cinderella to me.
And I suppose you've met Cinderella and you're an expert?
Yes, I have met her. Oops.
That's impossible, and you know it.
Forget it, I'm only kidding ya.
Olivia, I'm sure that a lot of people would agree with your traditional view of Cinderella. But I think Sandy's ideas are more creative. That doesn't mean I've made up my mind. I guess what I'm trying to say is Cinderella has to be a lot more than some pretty girl who gets married to a prince, because many of the qualities Sandy's mentioned are true of Cinderella's character. You understand, Olivia?
Of course, sir.
She'd be happy to hear you say that.
Oh, stop talking about her as if she was real.
Sorry.
Pay attention. I hope you've studied well, because it's time for both of you to do a scene from the play. The best performance will win the part. Mark, are you ready to do the scene?
Yeah, you bet. Of all the lovely maidens in my vast kingdom, you, Cinderella, have captured my heart. May I have the pleasure of this dance?
Why, I'd be delighted.
Of all the beautiful maidens in my vast kingdom, you, Cinderella, have captured my heart. May I have the pleasure of this dance?
Yes.
You played that very, very simply. I like that very much. Sandy, you have the part of Cinderella. Congratulations. Now, Olivia, if you have no objections, I'd like you to play the part of the spiteful, mean-spirited stepsister, all right?
Yes, I'd love that.
What should I do? Tell me.
Gee, Sandy, I really don't know what to tell you.
At the time, playing Cinderella seemed like the most important thing in the world, but now it doesn't seem very important at all.
But you know as well as I do that a promise is a promise. And there's no way you're going to be able to convince Pinky to let you back out of it now.
I should never have made that promise.
You're probably right about that. Where is she? I haven't seen her for a while. What's she up to?
She's probably getting everything ready for you two to go back home tomorrow.
I wonder why she isn't here. You know how much she loves to say, I told you so. Oh? Uh-huh. So there you are.
I guess you and Blinky will go back now, huh?
Not exactly. There's something wrong.
What's wrong? What's the problem?
I misplaced something.
You look terrible. What was it?
What did you lose that's so important? A glass slipper?
A what?
I'm missing a glass slipper. I borrowed them from a museum in Koalawalla Land. They made me promise to return them. Now I'm being held responsible for the missing slipper by the museum. And they found out I borrowed a lot of other stuff, so now I'm being punished for not asking permission. So I can't take Blinky back now. I'm sorry, Blinky, but you have to stay here a little longer.
Pinky, do you mean it? Oh, that's really terrible.
You don't fool me. You're happy about this, Sandy. Anyway, I have to go back and find that glass slipper. The sooner I get it back, the better off I'll be. Oh, boy! Don't count your chickens before they're hatched. I haven't given up on finding that slipper. What do you think happened to that glass slipper?
Well, the fairy tale says that the prince found the glass slipper, then searched for the girl whose foot would fit in it. Then he finds her and they get married.
Then what happened to them?
Well, They lived happily ever after. That's what happened.
That's the way every story should end, if you ask me.
I'm telling you, it's mine. It belongs to me. You don't have any right to keep it. Look, ask Cinderella if you don't believe me.
Go away and stop pestering me. This slipper belongs to Her Majesty the Queen. I warn you, if you persist in bothering me, I'll be forced to take drastic measures. Now go away, you pink little pest.
But I'm trying to explain to you I'm in a bundle of trouble if I don't get that slipper back if you just ask Cinderella.